Okay, my name is Sterling. I was at Mayhew in 1989 and 1990, and this is...
I'm Mike. I'm Sterling's brother. I was here 87, 88.
So maybe why don't you guys just maybe share some things you remember about your experiences out here?
I'll go first on that one. I remember when I first got here, I didn't really like it that much. I didn't really like some of the kids in my cabin. I didn't like the rules. But as the time went on, there were so many experiences and opportunities to experience new things that I wasn't even aware of. And the more time I spent here, the better it got. And I just remember you become such a tight unit, and you feel a real sense of community, and you accomplish all these goals and these things that you never would even have dreamed of being able to do. And just from the outward bound things to the softball to basketball to basically everything that I did here was just a huge impact upon my life. I look back now and I think about any obstacles I come across or situations where I feel hopeless about it. And a lot of times I think about an obstacle here and about being in the same situation with a group of kids I really didn't know that well, and somehow we all came together and we overcame it. And whenever I get into a tight situation like that, I kind of draw from here. So in a lot of ways, this island still to this day gives me strength, and it's something that will be with me for the rest of my life that I hope maybe I can pass on to some kids.
It's a tough act to follow. For me, it's a very similar experience. I remember the challenges of you know, you're presented with different challenges, and the challenge of working with others, even if you don't really know them that well, and the diversity, because there's a lot of different types of kids, for lack of better terms. But it presents you with a lot of challenge and a lot of obstacles and a lot of experiences that I've taken on into my life. It planted a lot of seeds. Mayhew planted a lot of seeds.
I feel like it's almost a microcosm of an adult life. I mean, you're presented with challenges in situations that you may not necessarily be in, but later on in life, you're gonna have these things happen to you. Yeah, you draw from this island,
from the energy that you were given here. You
the
draw.
Staff and
plus it gives you with a lot of positive experiences, such as hiking, you know, camping, survival skills, you know, like rowing,
swimming.
I mean, yeah, things that yeah. You know, extracurricular activities that, as you know, we grew up in Manchester, and you know, you might not, in the kind of home that we lived in, you might not really get to do those things because of the economics of your household and other things, obviously the dynamics. But because you're showed these things, you know that you can develop, you can do these things. I do it all the time. I'm outdoors more than I'm indoors, and a lot of it I credit that to Mayhew, because I do know that I can do things even if I don't think that I can. You know, especially the extracurricular activities, the outdoors.
Very, very, very thankful that this place exists for kids like us.
Maybe you want to, you know, people are sometimes they don't really know what Mayhew is and the sort of kids it serves. You want to talk about, you know, what that means, kids like us.
Okay,
you know, what does that mean to you?
When we came here, we never had a father in our lives. We never really had much of a positive male influence. Our day-to-day life was very chaotic and very turbulent. Yeah. And to go from an atmosphere where everything's really scary and
unstructured,
you're afraid a lot, and a lot of really crazy bad things are happening around you.
No discipline either.
Yeah. When you come to a place like this where you've got structure and you've got positive male influences and all the things that you're lacking in your home and in your life, to come here and have that, it starts a path for you. And it's you start to realize that life isn't what you see in your day-to-day life, that there's so much more. And all the people here in this experience is what opened it up. It was like opening a giant door I never even knew was there. And you know, just from how we lived our lives as children and how we were brought up, to be able to come here for a couple weeks out of the year, or a few weeks out of the year, it was huge. I mean, this is a positive place where everybody it's all about positive things. It's all about building and trust and relationships and respect and honor and everything else. And a lot of us kids, and I'm speaking of all the kids who probably come here, for the majority of them, they don't have a lot of this in their life. And to have an opportunity to come somewhere to get it, it's phenomenal. It's one of the best things that ever happened to me.
And the longevity of it, it made me want to become a better man. To be a positive father, like I just have a newborn, she's 12 weeks old, and to be a good husband, and you know, because I never had that, it's one of the more important things. And And I think without Mayhew, I may not have really yearned to do that. I may not have known that there was a different side to the life that I was presented because of the fact of living in a broken home with abuse and everything else. It was almost impossible to see that type of a light until I came to a place like Mayhew that established.
It kind of broke the cycle.
Right. I think that it probably did. Ultimately.
It helped to start the cracks in the breaking of it, and it
Not
gave
to
you
say
hope.
that I didn't make bad choices, but you know, but I mean, I at least had positive reflections from, you know, experiences starting with Mayhew, really.
Yeah, a lot of the things that we were lacking, that we said earlier, with the positive male influence and structure and a whole bunch of other things, it was started here for us, for me anyway. And just to have an opportunity to actually, we were talking about it when we were hanging out here, just to have positive people around you who make you believe in yourself, and you do all these activities, and really what you're doing is you're building up your confidence, and you're starting to believe in yourself. And without this opportunity, it may never happen to you. I don't know what would happen if I wouldn't have come here, and I don't even want to think about it. This place has been a huge part of my life, and I'm hoping to continue to keep it that way.
I think the seeds that were planted here helped me to second guess some of the for lack of better terms again, bad choices that I was making too. You know, and it helped me to turn around to be a more positive person on this earth in general, I guess.
Cool. That's awesome, guys. Anything else you want to share?
I
just
just
want
want
to
to
say
keep it
thank
forever
you.
if you don't end it.
Yeah, thank you for having us out here.
Thank
This
you
has
so
been
much. I
absolutely
appreciate it.
wonderful.